Hello, good evening and welcome to my humble model railway, Bedstead Junction. Now tonight we're going to have a little running session, but not only a little running session, we're going to test out a new product I bought. Well, this is new to me at least anyway. For those of you who already got one, then you know, fair enough. But this is try to get that to focus. A Ulanzi VL49 limited white version, 2000 milliamp hours. VL being video light, okay. Various specifications on there, but what I can do for you, I'll let you read those for yourself if you want the freeze frame. I'm not going to read them out aloud. You see there if you want a freeze frame. You can see there though, on full power it runs for 1.5 hours. It looks like it's on max output, 5 hours on low output, so we'll see how that goes for us, okay. And it's basically from Shenzhen Ulanzi Technology Limited of China, of course. Okay, that's fine. Now this is the light itself, and what we want to know is it's trial and error, of course, very much trial and error. So we'll see how we get on. That's the back view of the lights there. Okay, so you can see it's got basically you can check how full the battery is. It's fully charged now, okay, and it's also got 5 levels of intensity, which you can turn the light up. We'll have a look at that in this performance. And then there's a diffuser on the front of there to get the light to a nice easy spread. Now the next time you'll be looking, you won't be able to see it because of course I'm going to be putting it on top of the camera, but it's just going on now. I'm going to have a little look and we'll see what difference it might make. Now I've got the camera set on automatic, so in many ways the camera is going to compensate for the light. But what I'm hoping to do is to get a more even spread of light on everything. And it was one of the things was I couldn't get enough lights onto my Lazy Susan. Now the main problem is I've got lighting above me, lighting behind me, and there's lighting to the side of me, okay. Now one of the main problems of that is, of course, is that me getting in the way of the light and creating a shadow, so that doesn't help much anyway. And what we're going to do, we're going to look on this now. We're going to zoom in on these mogul locomotives. We're in the siding there. Okay, let's have a look. Now what we're going to do is we're going to see if this makes any difference. We're a little bit high up from here actually, so but it's actually mounted on the camera, so we should be able to get a good judgment as to what the difference is. Switch the light on. Okay, I think you saw just a little bit of light coming on there now. Okay, so we're gradually increasing the intensity. Two, 3, 4, 5. So we're on maximum intensity now, as far as I can tell. Okay, and I think that's making quite a difference now to what we can see on the locomotive. And fair enough, that's quite a long way away. Okay, well, a fair distance away. But what we're going to be doing is we'll be having a look at the locomotive on the Lazy Susan shortly. What we're hoping to see now, and we're hoping to see if this makes any positive difference towards my my videography on this layout, because what I was finding was that a lot of this was being put into shadow. Okay, now I've got this light directly shining from the camera itself. I'm just hoping it's going to be making all the difference to it. Let's just try with the light off, shall we? Or let's reduce the intensity down. So let's have a look. Let's see now. That's gone down a bit, down a bit, down a bit, down a bit. I think you'll agree that appears to make quite a difference. If you go from the and it hasn't brightened itself up really to compensate for the lower lighting. Okay, that was going up to an intensity of onto full intensity, so we'll just try that again. You can see the difference already. It may be that the camera simply compensates for the additional light. But you're going to get hour and a half's worth of light from this, according to the claims of the on the box. Now let's have a look. Now this cost me less than £20 as far as I'm aware, if you want to know how much it cost me. And for those of you who are having lighting difficulties, this might be the answer you're looking for. Now what this one is actually fixed onto the hot shoe, cold shoe socket of the camera. Okay, now we're going to take it off as well, because I'm going to show you how there are different ways in which this can be actually mounted, and we'll have a look at that in a moment as well. Bear with me just a second, I'm just going to go and find that now. No, I think first of all what we'll do is we're on the Locomotive around, and we'll see if we got any big differences, and we'll try the Lazy Susan on it as well. Let's have a look. We're going into reverse now. Okay, so we're coming out now. Okay. Right, so what we've got here now, we've got our GWR Mogul. It's a GWR Mogul designed by George Jackson Churchward. Okay. And it's, you can see it, you can tell it's a Churchward design. Let's see if we can see this. Now this is a good test actually, because this Locomotive is black, and this is one of the colours which didn't show up very well when I was filming. So we'll have a look now, we can zoom in. We're going to get darkening as we zoom out because of the lens. The aperture kind of closes down on the lens as you zoom in more. So the lens gets less bright the further you zoom in. But let's have a look now and we'll just see. And what I'm hoping as well is that this is helping with the focusing as well, keep the light shining on the Locomotive itself. Maybe it'll assist with the focusing. There you go, it's coming towards us now. Okay, so that's our Mogul flying around the track. This particular locomotive is a mainline locomotive, manufactured by the mainline modern railway company, parent company Palitoy, and it's from the 1970s or 1980s. Okay, you can see it does stutter slightly on the point up there, but I can forgive it that. I've not run it for some time, and bearing in mind it's not been run for quite a while, it's running quite well in my opinion. Now, it's a 260, and he survived all the way to BR service. This is BR Black with the early crest. Okay, so what we're going to do is that probably the main cause of complaint, or the main my main problem was when this was actually placed onto the Lazy Susan. I wasn't getting very good lighting of the detail. So we're going to try it on different light intensities and on different, try it with and without the light as well. That's running quite well now actually, that loco. This locomotive cost me less than £30, and it was advertised as being an erratic runner. I took a chance on it, and it's all it needed basically was a good clean up. The motor was cleaned up and everything else. It was given a nice clean. You can see it's running quite well. I mean, would you complain for £30? Right, let's put it this way, I'm not complaining. So, very, very nice. Right, so what I'm going to do is we're going to bring this locomotive round here now. That's it, so we're brought it back round now. Let's have a look and just see if there's any difference with the light off. We'll reduce the intensity down. Oh, you can see it, can't you? Yeah, you can see the intensity of the light. You can still see it okay, but you can see that the light is making a big difference there. Let's turn it right off. Oh, you can see the difference there for all to see, can't you? So this video light is making a difference. Let's just switch it back on again. Right, I think we're on level 1. level 2, blimey, yep, level 3, level 4, level 5. So probably level 4 there. That's coming out quite nice, isn't it? You can see it's coming out quite nice there. Let's bring them a little bit closer. Yeah, you can definitely see nice and clearly now, can't you? Because what was happening was, of course, the black, it's hard to see black details on black. It's a bit like looking for, I don't know, how can you explain it? We're just looking for something. I mean, when you were to see something black into a darkness, you know, that, you know, you paint these black to camouflage them, don't you, in darkness? So let's have a look and see now. Yeah, that looks absolutely fine. Let's just try that again with a reduced intensity again. You can see it going down, can't you? And even though the camera's trying to compensate, it doesn't. Okay, I think that's right off there. Let's go back up. That's intensity 1. Intensity 2. My goodness. Intensity 3. So you can see it's definitely making a difference there. Okay, so I think what we need to do now is we need to have our midnight at the London Palladium moment, or whatever it's called. Was it Saturday night at the London Palladium, I think it was, wasn't it? Where we had a revolving stage. All the acts appeared on a revolving stage back then in the well, I remember it in my childhood. Now I think we can get this tripod a little bit lower as well, as we can. Sorry about the jolt there. Okay, we're just yeah, we're down a bit lower too as well now. So let's have a look and see now. We're right down nearly on track level now. So once again, we'll just test it. We can definitely see the light intensity going down, can't you? So that's level 1, level 2, level 3. I think you probably don't need anything more than level 3 from that distance. It's made quite a big difference to the lighting. Alright. Back in just a moment. Sorry about that. So I had one of those, where did I put that kind of moments, you know. Probably the most unhelpful answer is, well, where did you last have it, you know, I mean, that's where I want to put it. Anyway, here we go. Let's just see now. We're going to get this one off from the chain. Just uncouple the tender there. Right, so put it onto the background there. And again, I don't think it's ideal because we're going to be looking at this from above, but what I want to know is are we making a big difference to the detail we can see? I mean, probably the best thing would be to light this from the side, you know, right down to the level of the locomotive, but we'll see. Right, so on the locomotive there now. We'll turn it round now. Oh, look at that. Okay. Well, let's try it with the level down. Aha, yep. Right, that's how it would have been without the assistance of the lights. Okay. Let's just tidy this up a bit. We'll go level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. I think level 3 is quite pleasant. Now you can certainly see the detail better, can't you? So I can, it's not bad at all. Let's just try this from the side now. So we're shining on the details now under the locomotive. Okay, you can see the early crest there. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the lighting right back down again. And that's what it's like without it. Lovely. Okay, so it makes things a little bit easier for me to explain now. Let's just turn the light back up. 1, 2, 3. Light level 3 seems to be quite nice at this distance. Let's see. We can see inside the cab now. Look at that. A Ulanzi VL49. Now I bought the straightforward Ulanzi VL49. That is just a video light, okay? And it's all you can do is adjust the intensity of the light. And you can also monitor the battery power. Now there is a little bit more, slightly more expensive one where you can alter the colour temperature and everything else. So you can make it look, you know, different shades and that sort of thing. For me, I mean, this is perfect for me. I mean, it's all I want to do was to improve the lighting. You can see now what that cab looks like, detail in black, okay? And we just come down to the lighting levels now. That's what you were seeing before, okay? A whole load of nothing, basically. And I have to shine a light in there. And now we can go up the detail, up the levels. 1. Well, even there you can see level 1's doing well. 2. Oh, level 2, yeah. Level 3. Level 3 appears to be doing it for me here. Yep. So, I can show off the cabs now. So, when I've got a lovely cab detail, maybe you'll be able to see that properly. I mean, look at that. That's shining right in there now. That's level 5. I mean, I think, to be honest, I mean, it's always going to be hard. I mean, this here, for example, you're looking on a black background, the back end of this tender, but that is just a black plain piece there anyway. You've got a couple of little steps there which you may not be able to see, but it's definitely making a difference. Yeah, you can see them now. And obviously I'm looking at the limitation of the focusing on this camera. And certainly the cab details look lovely on there, look at that. Okay, so we'll come round again. Sorry about the hand there. Underneath the locomotive, you can see it now. You can see the number nice and clearly. The crest. Level 3 perhaps wants to save some battery power, but even though level 3, well, let's compare it to nothing. Oh, terrible. Sorry about the jolt. Level 1. Well, even level 1's making a huge difference. Tell me what you think. Ulanzi video light VL49. Well, it's more going to be more of a testing of the lighting. We can get here now. And perhaps we'd just like to know exactly, well, where did I get this from, I suppose you'd like to know. And how much did I pay? We'll soon find out. £21.99. And I got free delivery on that because I'm an Amazon Prime member. So if you've got Amazon Prime, you're doing even better for that. Average reviews, 4.6 out of 5. So I mean, that is not bad, is it? That's not bad at all. Okay, so I think what we've done is we've actually looked at what is probably the most difficult subject of them all. A locomotive that's coloured black, and how any detail you would see, oh my goodness, disappearing. Okay, that's level 3. That's not even, that's only level 3 there. Got another 2 levels to go. Okay, so comments invited. But I think that this has really been the answer to my prayers in many ways. Excellent. Okay, so what we'll do then, we'll see now if we can see some details. Which I some of the times I'd like to explain details about particular aspects of locomotives. Now mind the pointer, the big pointer coming at you, which is going to be I can find something to point with. Oh, bit of a stretch. Oh my goodness. The cabs, the churchward cab, got a little C-shaped cut out there. Okay, we'll come across the other locomotive that's over there, and we'll see if we can zoom in a little bit. Okay, and the difference over there. This design was modified by Collet later, so it was more of a Collet style cab, more of a spacious cab, and on these there's a side window. Okay, so that's a Great Western Railway Mogul, and that's the main two differences. That's the later versions, and modified by Collet, by Charles Benjamin Collet. And again, we'll look across now and we'll just see if what difference the lighting makes there. My goodness. Again, making quite a dramatic difference in that locomotive there. We have a look at the details down by the wheels and everything else now. See it get darker? Probably when it's a little bit further away, you might want the higher intensity of light. Okay, so you've got the again, I can go through the main differences now between the two. So you've got the early quest there, engine number. Again, running across there, and there's a late quest. If I can zoom in more, you better get that there. Fine. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the locomotive back on the track again. And we'll see what difference it all makes. Perfect, okie dokie. And even there, look, you've got the front end of that coach. Let's take a look. You've got the coach details there. Go down the levels. Ooh, whoa, that's dark, isn't it? Okay, level 1, make a difference. 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see the differences in intensity there on the back of that coach. And probably For how far you happen to be away, probably level 3s might be a good compromise between vision and battery life. Not bad at all. Right, let's zoom out a little. And we'll just get this locomotive back onto the rails again, onto the main line. So I just keep the tripod then. Boy, in all this excitement, gosh. I'll try and... I'm very, very limited room here, so I need to sort of like... almost I need to do kind of a dance to get around the tripod. I'm quite surprised the tripod hasn't tried to dance with me. But here we go. Let's have a look and see now. Sorry about that. We'll put the two together for speed, I think. No, let's see if we can do a coupling up. Sorry if I'm getting in the way there slightly. Right, let's just take a seat back in my director's chair. Let's move the railing ramp back where it belongs. Right, let's have a look. So we'll go forward, look backwards. Have a look. Woo! Zoom right in. Once you come around the signals. No, I think we're getting better focus there. We can see when the locomotive goes in, comes towards me here, it's easier for me to stay focused on it all the way in then. When you watch it, goes, when it coaches are in focus now. You see the signal box has gone out of focus. Now we're back on there now, on the signal box. Okay, so if you like what you see, please press the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And press that alarm bell button, the bell, because that will alert you to future videos. Thank you very, very much for watching this. I hope this has been useful to you. Okay, we'll have one last look at what we're looking at tonight. Your Ulanzi VL49. Super. I think we can put that down as a success, okay? So now, once again, thank you very, very much for watching. I shall bid you farewell and good night.